Good morning. Good Friday morning. Those of you who only work 5 days a week, ta-da! Today's Friday. You can do a happy dance. Doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just kidding. I almost have a plan in place where I don't have to work on weekends some, but I did take yesterday off. I worked yesterday morning, and then I just like, you know what? No, I'm just tired. I'm just not going to do anything tonight. So I didn't. So now I got to play catch up today, right? Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're having a great start to your March. Right, this today is day 3 of March. Wow, 3/3/23 is today. Wow, that's a nice day. It's a nice number, isn't it? Anyway, but I hope you're having a great life. So this morning I was thinking about some things. Chris is sick again, and so he's running a little bit fever and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with him here in a little bit. But anyway, I was just thinking, I'm just so tired of this. So I was praying for him and praying for different things, and I thought, you know what? I just have to trust God, and I'm not looking for a better alternative. I'm not looking for another alternative. So I was just praying and thinking through some things and just thinking about trusting God and I thought there's not, maybe you've got life all together, right? Maybe your house is paid for and your car is paid for. Maybe you just got a brand new car or you got a brand new house or and all your friends, you have all these friends that all want you to go out and have a lot of fun and maybe you have everything's perfect. Well, I got news for you. You still got to trust God, right? There's not a better option still. But for many people, real people, there's always something going on, right? You're either coming out of a storm, going through a storm, or about to go in a storm, right? There's always, every day has different scenarios that play out different ways based on our choices. And we never know what a day is going to bring, whether affects us directly, it's just me or it's a kid or a family member or a friend. There's all kinds of things that happen just in a day. A day can change your world, right? A second, a phone call can change your world, right? But it can also all be going good. And I like those days. I don't have very many. Yesterday was mostly like that. Yeah, it was just a nice day, right? Just not a lot of drama, not a lot of stuff going on. There's always stuff going on, though, right? But whether everything is perfect in your life right now, or everything is a little bit, maybe there's a little bit of stuff going on you kind of got to deal with and figure out, or you're in the middle of the fiery trial. No matter what, the best choice you can make is to just say, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust Him if everything's horrible, but I'm also going to trust Him if everything's great. Is there a better alternative? You don't put that trust on a shelf somewhere and walk away and go, come back when I need you. No, we just are going to just trust God. And I put the link to my website there where you can get the I wills out of Psalms, and so many of the I will declarations in Psalms it, it are about I will trust you. So I thought about that, and so I did a real quick little search this morning and found out that, and I'm not going through all of them, but just a few of them, that almost every or there's so many psalms, not almost every, but there's so many psalms, David and or the psalmist, whoever writes it, right, starts out with that phrase, I will trust God, or I will put my trust in God, depending on what translation you're reading. But so many of them start out with just trusting God. And so, and all the Psalms aren't bad. Well, none of them are bad, but they're not all because they're going through something difficult. Some of them were just rejoicing in God. But David and some of the other psalmists, many times just start out with, "I'm just going to trust God." So we can start out our day with that, right? Why don't we just start our day with, "I'm going to trust God." So no matter what today brings, no matter what comes my way or what doesn't come my way that I wish would, right? I can just say, I'm just going to trust God. I don't think you can come up with a better alternative. Whether everything is great or you're on the whole other side, it's all the same. And that's what I titled today's devotion. It's all the same. It's all the same. We're just going to declare today that I'm going to trust Him. So let's run through a few Psalms. Psalm 7 starts out with, "O Lord my God, in you I put my trust." He just starts out with that. In Psalm 7 1, he starts out with that declaration, and that's why today I'm going to starting my day with that declaration. I'm just going to trust you, God. Whatever comes today, whatever doesn't come today, I'm just going to trust you, right? Okay. Then Psalm 11 1, he starts out in the Lord. Very first thing, and this is David too. In the Lord I put my trust. In the Lord I put my trust. In Psalm 16 1, he does the same thing. Preserve me, O God, for in you I put my trust. He goes on to say, O my soul, you have said to the Lord, you are my Lord. I can't, my goodness is nothing apart from you. I need you, God. But he starts out with, in you I have put my trust. What was that one? 16 1. 18 2 is, it's in verse 2, but because and we spent some time this week in Psalm 18. I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my strength. In him I will trust. He's declaring, God, you are my rock. You're where I hide. You're my strength. You're my deliverer. I'm going to just trust you to take care of me today, right? And that's on every level. And then we'll hop over to Psalm 25 is also verse 2, and he says this. He starts out with the verse 1. He says this, to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Can you say that today? I'm just going to give you, and our soul is basically our mind, our will, and our emotions. It's that part of us that's not physical, but that makes all those choices and lives out our life and feels life, right? Right? It's not our body. It's not even our spirit, man, right? To you, O Lord, I will lift up my soul. I'm going to give you my anxious thoughts. I'm going to give you my crazy emotions. I want you to help me make my choices today. In you, oh Lord, I'm going to give you all of these things I'm feeling, all these things I'm sensing, right? Oh my God, I trust in you. David's like, I'm giving you my being, and I'm declaring I'm just going to trust you. That's my declaration today. I'm just going to trust him. But look, same page, Psalm 26. Vindicate me, O Lord, right? For I have walked in my integrity. I have also trusted in the Lord, and I will not slip. I'm continuing to trust in God, he's saying. Psalm 31 1 says, Psalm 31, I've got a whole devotional, 31 days in Psalm 31. Go get it. In you, O Lord, I put my trust. That's that declaration again, right? I will put my trust in you. Psalm 57 is a psalm that's very special to me because I have Psalm 57 1 actually memorized from a time when I went through a really hard time. In 86, 87, I was very ill, and we really thought I was dying, and I don't know why I didn't, except that God, I put my trust in God and he took care of me, right? But Psalm 57 1 says, be merciful to me, O God, be merciful to me, for my soul trusts in you. I'm saying I'm going to trust God from my toenails up, right? My whole being is set on trusting God today and every day. No matter if everything is going great, there's a few hiccups in the road, or everything feels like it's falling apart. No matter where I am on on the spectrum of life, I can declare and actually put some action behind just trusting God. I'm going to trust you today, God, right? Okay. Psalm 71 1. In you, O Lord, I put my trust. He's just all over the place, right? And then Psalm 91, he actually says it in the second verse. Let's see which. Oh, here he is. Here he goes. Listen to this. Now, we used to sing this in the 70s during the Jesus Revolution. We used to sing a lot of these psalms. And so we sang this one. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's powerful. But that's a purposefully placing ourselves in his heart type thing, right? Purposefully placing our soul in his heart, in his hands, and saying, I'm going to trust you with this day, with this month, with this week, with this year, with this life, right? And then, so he says, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. But then he switches from third person to first person, and he says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge, my fortress, my God. In him I will, declaration, In him I will trust. So I just encourage you today that no matter what's going on in your life, good, bad, indifferent, overwhelmed, underwhelmed, right? Wherever you are on that, just declare today, I'm just, I got to trust God anyway. No matter what is going on around me, in me, with my loved ones, with my hated ones. No, no, we don't have hated ones, right? But no matter what it looks like, bleak or great, right? We just need to trust God. We need to put our soul, our being in his hands and try not to figure it out. The only thing we need to figure out ourselves is how to put ourselves in his hands, right? And so today, just join me in just jumping up there in God's heart and hiding in the shelter of the Almighty and just saying, declaring out loud if nobody's close by, I will trust you today. I will trust God today. And every time something comes your way today, just go, I'm just going to trust God. Don't make a fast decision. Wait, trust God for direction, trust him for care, trust him for grace. He has grace to help in time of need. Trust him for his mercy. Trust him for his peace, right? We won't find peace, true peace, until we learn how to trust him. So I encourage you today to trust God with all your being. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.